Hi there again. Welcome to my YouTube channel once again. If you're new here, I talk about the Duke and Duchess of Sussex, Prince Harry, Duke of Sussex, and his wife, Meghan, Duchess of Sussex. I am pro the Duke and Duchess of Sussex, so I hope you are too. If you're not, as I said, or have said in my previous videos, what can I say, right? I hope that I can change your mind. But if you insist on, being whatever, I mean, what can I do? What can I do? I'm only responsible for myself, so you do as you want. But I hope that if you listen to my videos enough, that you will start to change your mind and you will agree to live and let them breathe and give them a chance, give them a second chance, a third and fourth and fifth chance to rehabilitate and get back into your good graces. And that's actually what this particular video is about, because I realized that, wait a second, I mean, Harry and Meghan may have made some missteps. In fact, if they haven't made any missteps, it means that they're not human. They're somehow superhuman, because all human beings make missteps, right? All human beings make mistakes. All human beings screw up from time to time. And I'm sure that everyone can point to at least 1,000 things that Harry and Meghan have done that they perceive is wrong, right? Which of us, or who among us, has not made mistakes? Who among us has not had missteps, right? I know for myself, I'm not a perfect human being. I don't know about you, okay? Have I agreed with everything that Harry and Meghan have done? Not necessarily. For example, I wouldn't have done the Oprah interview at that time. Why? Because I really felt like it was too soon, it was too raw. And I think that sometimes when you become angry about something in your family in particular, because your family can really, really hurt you. No one causes more pain than your family, okay? Trust me. And sometimes when you have a fight in your family, it's so visceral and so deep and you're so angry, okay, that you should not be, don't talk about it, don't say anything, like let some time pass, right? You need to cool down a little bit. And I feel like with the interview with Oprah, it was too soon, it was too raw, so that you don't have the right judgment to really say, yes, I want to do this interview, or no, I don't want to do this interview. I mean, there were some things in the interview that I was happy to know. I don't want to go into it. I've said it before. I don't want to go back into that. But there were some things in the interview that I was happy to know. But I think as a whole, I think that it was ill-advised to do it at that time. That was probably a mistake. Probably. Okay, they've made some mistakes. The point, though, is that, everybody makes mistakes. And a sign of love, right? When you love someone, I mean, the English people, the British people, or even the people in the whole world who claim that they loved Meghan and they loved Harry so much, and then they did this interview with Oprah, and then it's just like you hate them and you're stoning them to death. You're literally harassing them to their death, right? Um, I question, right, the authenticity of your claim that you loved this person in the first place, or these two people in the first place. Because let me tell you something about love. Love forgives a million times, a million times, okay? When you love somebody, I mean, there's nothing that they can do, nothing that is unforgivable in the end. I mean, you may really be very disappointed in somebody, you may be very hurt by somebody, you may even keep your distance from somebody for your own self-preservation, but you don't hate that person to the point that you're doing what people are doing to Meghan in particular, and Harry to a lesser extent, and say, oh, well, I loved you and then you did this and so I turned on you. Especially in this case where you've got these two people, and I'm like, wait a second, wait a second. When you think about if you think about criminal law, for example, where you have these hardcore criminals who, drop the World Trade Center, blow up whatever, commit war crimes where millions of people are killed, this, that, and the next, right? Or they just murder someone on the street, stab people to death, or the husband who beats his wife to a pulp on a regular basis and somehow gets away with that and she forgives him. Or, oh my God, there's so many ways in which human beings commit atrocities. So many ways in which human beings commit atrocities against each other. Okay. And some of them are imprisoned, right? And even in the prison system, right, you have something called, you know, what is the word? Where prisoners get get a chance to sort of rehabilitate themselves. They get a chance to sort of, I don't know what the word is, but they atone and they get a second chance. Sometimes you commute their sentence. You let them out. You give them a chance. You give them a chance. Even hard criminals. And so I'm saying to myself, wait a second, these people who are like every day they're on Meghan in particular, to Harry to a lesser extent, as though she has dropped a high-rise building in Manhattan or committed war crimes in the Ukraine or stabbed people on the streets or stolen billions of dollars in a Ponzi scheme or something really horrible. These people don't talk about any of that or any of these people. And these things are happening every day in front of their eyes. They know these things are happening, yet they have no opinion on it. They don't care. They just let these people have a free pass to continue to commit their atrocities. And then you have this girl, her biggest crime is the man she married. Because if you think about it, she really hasn't changed much from before she married Harry. She was an actress before she married this guy. She was a philanthropist. She was a spokesperson. She was a UN ambassador. She had her blog. She was talking and advocating for people. She is the same girl, right, that she was, except that she now married a man who many people think is out of her league somehow. She how dare she, you know, marry this man? And so she suddenly has become like a criminal. She's, oh my gosh, the adjectives that they use to describe this woman. I mean, she's a narcissist. She's fake. It's like beyond that. It's like she's a criminal who should be killed. Like, let's just until she dies. It's kind of like that. And I'm like, wait a second, even if she married a man that was out of her league, even if she gave this interview to Oprah, even if she left the palace, literally ran because she felt uncomfortable and unwelcome, how is that the biggest crime of the 21st century that people can't let this woman have a second chance?